All right, man. 210 Boxing TV here with Adrian, Toro, Neaves. Man, so you're about to turn pro March 30th on Amazon Prime. Zoom versus Thurman undercard. Talk about that.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm grateful forever grateful for the opportunity. Shout out to my manager Luis, the Cubas, the Barrios family, Toro, and everybody that were just there to put on a great show.
A lot of people, right, they seen you, some of the sparring sessions that, you know, you've had on 210 Boxing TV. They know you're around Vegas, around San Antonio, always putting in that work, right? Always one of the best amateurs winning all these tournaments. And, man, I've seen your sparring. Some of the sparring sessions are legendary, man, where it's like, damn. A lot of people don't turn pro on a PBC card. Talk about that. Is that pressure? Is that, like, just knowing how the belief they have in you? What is that like?
Yeah, for sure. Like, not a lot of people turn pro on a PBC card, especially the Amazon Prime first one. Yeah, I'm forever grateful. I truly believe that the next big thing coming out of San Antonio, and for sure got put it on for San Antonio.
2 years ago, it's almost like 2 years to the day, right? We were at Las Vegas Fight Club. It was you, Curmel, Kaipo, Little Ricky. Is it who we had? We had Jay Flash. We had a lot of guys, right? Is it crazy that you, Curmel, and Kaipo are all fighting on this March 30th card?
There's no surprise. There's no surprise because I'm up there. I'm for sure positive in myself, confident in myself that I believe I can take it to the next level. And congrats to them. Hats off to them for sure. Curmel, I know there's a little clip floating around, but Kaipo too. He's good amateur. He has a good resume. In the future, hopefully, look forward to it.
I'm pointing this to you, right? To be that main kid out of San Antonio now, to get that attention, because you've been a little bit under the radar, right? But now you're making this splash on this PBC card. And what do you expect? And what weight are you gonna make the debut at?
135 is the pro debut. We're gonna make it for sure. A lot of people during the Benavidez, Caleb Platt. I went to Mayweather's gym and we saw Rolly. I asked for sparring and everything. And he asked how much I weigh. I told him 140. Well, I was 140, 145, and I asked for sparring with him. And he asked what weight I was gonna turn pro at. I told him 135. He was all freaking out on how I was gonna turn pro at 135 since I'm so big. I was a little bigger than him. But yeah, I'm for sure making 135.
Let the people know who you've been in the ring with, man. Like, people don't know these sparring sessions you've done all over Vegas, all over Texas.
I've been in the ring with Curmel, Blair, Robeezy, Tabiti. Tabiti pretty good.
I think the funniest sparring session was Robeezy, because I remember the first 10 seconds you went in there and just did like 4 crazy haymakers and you were landing them. And then Robeezy kind of had to set you down. What is that? You're only 16 at the time. Talk about getting that experience sparring a 2-time gold medalist at 16 years old. Now just turning 18.
It's a real eye-opener to see like how experienced these people are, gold medalists, world champions. Of course, I've been in the world champions. And it's a real like realization to see like you got to work as hard, if not harder, to be at least where they're at in the sport.
You always talk to me about Dave Benavidez, right? Oh, Dave Benavidez.
Always.
Dave Benavidez, my favorite fighter. Dave Benavidez. A lot of people don't know your story, right? Talk about how you were that big fat kid, and then now you transitioned into boxing, because the pictures from 10 years ago, you don't look nothing the way you do now.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit, Toro.
Yeah, 10, 11 years ago, I was barely getting into boxing. One day, just picked it up with one of my dad's closest friends, and we just, from that day forward, just was boxing. And I was that little fat kid nobody like paid attention to, just pushed me to the side and everything. And it just kind of like really motivated me to go further. Of course, I had like the ups and downs. I stopped for like a month, 2 months, 6 months at a time. But then I just fell back into it, got bored at home, got tired of just routine. I just fell in love with the gym. And then now, 10 years later, got a good little resume on myself, turning pro, 135. I'm just excited.
When I was in Seattle, right, I talked to David about your story, and you know he was on the Instagram story. He shouted you out, invited you to Seattle. What was that like? Him recognizing you and him basically giving you the pass to go out there to get some sparring and get some work in Seattle.
Oh, for sure, bro. I was a little starstruck. I was like, my favorite fighter.
And he started following you too.
Yeah, he follows me too. I was like, he's viewing my stuff. Like, there's a real like, I felt like a little kid in a candy shop. Just like real like starstruck. I was like, my favorite fighter knows about me. Like, he knows I exist and shit.
Hey, what's up, Toro? You know, I heard your story, man. I love it, man. I heard you had a really similar story to mine. So we want to invite you out here to Seattle if you want to ever come work with my boy Ryle. I know you guys both fight at 140, so you're more than welcome to come and get some great sparring whenever you want.
Sure.
Now, a lot of people, they might not see you, but you're always in Mario Barros' camp. Selena's your trainer. What is it like coming up under Mario and then having Selena guide you, like, to make you who you are? Because honestly, I've been seeing you now. From when I used to see your defense, your boxing is underrated, but that has really picked up. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, this camp we're real like focused on our like IQ, our structure, everything, all the fundamentals right. A couple years ago, I was just in there trade for trade, blow for blow. Now we're taking time to analyze like our opponents and everything, just real strategize.
Because you love to fight, you love to bang, and that's one thing we'd always try to get you to do to box more. Because you're boxing, you know, you can win that easy.
Easy, yeah. And not a lot of people see me box, so like for the people that do see me box, they know what I'm capable of. And for the people that just see me slug it out, like I can do both. I told you before, I can do both. And for the people that do see me box, I'm untouchable.
Getting back to your fighter, right, David Benavidez. Now, you kept saying how good he is, Do you feel like in the last year, him having those fights with Caleb Plant and then Andre, do you feel like he's proved that? And what do you think's holding back the Canelo fight between Canelo and Benavidez?
Honestly, the last two fights, I went to Caleb Plant, Benavidez. I was for sure, like, I was pretty, after that fight, he was going to get the Canelo fight. He didn't, and I think Canelo's just ducking him at this point. I kind of want to see that fight. Hopefully I fight under that card, and just hopefully they get that fight done.
Dang, yeah, you on the undercard of Canelo Benavidez, you already see it?
I hope so.
All right, Toro, appreciate you. Let the fans know where they catch you on social media.
They catch me at 210 Toro on Instagram and Toro Neaves on Facebook.
March 30th, making his debut on Amazon Prime, Zoo versus Thurman undercard.